welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. And I just want to thank everyone for all the support and congratulations and encouragement on my last video, the dental video that I made a little while ago. But thank you nonetheless. I wanted to come back and give you guys an update video like a year later. So that year that I made the video, 2017, beginning of 2017, I was in the first semester, or no, I just ended the first semester of my first year of dental school, and now I just ended the first semester of my second year of dental school. So we made it to year 2. Woo! So I just want to do a little Q&A, answer some questions that people have asked me, and just talk about my first year a little bit, how it was. Some people said that they were interested in hearing about that. So yeah. Please excuse the lighting and the camera quality and all that jazz because, you know, times are rough. Girl doesn't have time to spend $500 on a fancy Canon, but it's okay. We're gonna work with this. What matters is the information, right? Okay, so let's go. First year of dental school. So I have some questions here. I'm gonna be looking down at my computer to get the questions that I have. So first year of dental school, how was it? Okay, so the first year of dental school, I would say the first semester was more difficult than the second semester, mainly because it's, you know, you're going into a new environment and you don't know what to expect. For me, what everyone told me when I was going into dental school, they're just like, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be the hardest year of your life, the first year especially, and all that jazz. So my mentality going in was I was preparing for the worst. Like I was preparing to just never do anything, to just be studying all the time and all that. And that's a little bit how it was first semester, but I realized that's not how it had to be. Because first year, at least at my program, when you think about it, after you get into second year, you realize that first year wasn't that difficult, because second year is a whole nother story, but we'll get into that later. But I realized that once I figured out how to balance everything in my schedule, that, you know, it's really manageable. It's not like your life is over because of dental school. So, and then especially when you get into second semester, after you have done all your simulation and figuring out everything first year, second semester was kind of a breeze. So, yeah, that was my first year synopsis a bit. So I would say it was hard first semester just because you're meeting new people, you're taking new classes, you're learning new things. That's pretty much where the difficulty lies. Okay, so the classes that I took for first year, fall semester, I had MCBM, Molecular Cell Biology, Gross Anatomy, IDIT, ECD, which is Essentials of Clinical Dentistry. So that's encompasses all of the dental stuff that we learn. So that class is about like 10 units or so. And then Service Learning, IPE. And service learning is basically where we learn about like community health, public health. It's pretty much the class that we use now that we're on rotations with. But our first year, it was just lectures, just learning about what we're going to do and all that. And then IPE is interprofessional education. So that's for our school, we have interprofessional education class with the other programs at the school. So the medical school, the podiatry school, pharmacy school, we have classes with a few of the students from there, and where we do a couple activities. And then D1 spring, I had neurology, or is it neurology or neuroscience? Pretty neuro, that's what it was. I had musculoskeletal, so learning about the muscle system, head and neck anatomy, ECD2, BSD, which is behavioral systems, blood and lymph, service learning 2, and IPE 2. And then D1 summer, because my program goes into the summer, so our breaks are only 2 weeks at a time, and we have a 7-week summer session. So D1 summer, we did OMFP 1, ECD 3, and CSL service learning 1. So I would say the hardest class that I had, for me, the first semester was gross anatomy. That class gave me a lot of trouble. I would say, you know what it is? I don't know if it was because the mentality that I had is people kind of just told me gross anatomy was going to be hard. So I went into it, gross anatomy is going to be hard. So I would say the important thing is just to go into it with a fresh mind and just know that you can do anything when you get into dental school. Like people finish and graduate. So if they can do it, you can do it. So I would say don't be intimidated by anything. I think I came in a little bit intimidated by gross anatomy and by that class. So I think that's why it gave me some trouble. So don't go in defeated. And then after that, I didn't want to say any class gave me issue during spring semester. All of them were pretty straightforward. But D1 summer, OMFP, listen, y'all, that class is hard, okay? If any of you guys are specializing in pathology, more power to you, because there's just so much information, so much histology. Like it's a lot. That class goes into, for us, we have OMF. Usually our classes are only like 6 weeks, 8 weeks at a time, and then we're done, and then we move on to the next class. This class was the whole summer and pretty much the whole fall semester of our second year. So you can imagine how much information it was. We had like 3-4 exams for each semester that we had it, and the exams were just so material intensive, and it was a lot. And for us, we didn't really have lectures. We had like large groups and small groups where we learned stuff, and then we learned the material kind of by ourselves online. So it was just an accumulation of just a lot of different ways of learning. So yeah, it was difficult. Next question. Did I get straight A's? No. Yeah, I mean, if your goal is to get straight A's in dental school, you can definitely do it as if you put your mind to it. But my goal is to do my best and not stress myself out like a crazy person. So that's my goal. So if I get A's, thank God. If I get B's, blessings. Some people in my program say C's get degrees, and that's true as well. So yeah, but you're in dental school, so it just depends on what you want to do. If you know you want to specialize in something like ortho or oral surgery, then you need to try and get those straight A's. But if you just general dentistry, when you come out, I mean, it's not mandatory to get straight A's. Oh, what dental stuff did I learn? Okay, so what dental stuff did I learn? Okay, so this is a good question. So we learned a lot. So first semester, when we get into it, you just learn hand skills, because that's important. So you just practice like on little blocks how to do drilling and all that. But the actual procedures that we learned how to do were we learned restorations, of course, preparations. The preparation procedures that we learned were class 3, class 5, and that's what we learned first semester in endo access and lingual pits. And second semester, we also continued we had a clinical exam on class 3s, and we did perio second semester, so probing, class 1, and in the ECD 3 in summertime we learned we really focused on class 2s. That was our main focus during the summertime, and some endo access. Okay, so how many units? So each semester, I would say it varies, but it's pretty much close to 30 units each semester that we take. Some classes are 10 units, some classes are 3 units, so it depends, but I would say it probably accumulates to about 30 units each semester. Did I live on campus? I lived in an apartment close to campus my first year. It was probably like a 10-minute drive, which was cool. And then my second year now, I moved back home to my parents' house to save money, which is the best decision that I could have made. It's a bit of a push, so it's something I had to get used to, the commute. It takes me about, in the mornings, like 50 minutes to get to school, so I just have to wake up really early and make sure I get to school on time, because my school is big on professionalism and being on time, and yeah, so can't be late. Some challenges that I faced first year. So, to be real here, I would say the main challenge that I faced first year is being the only Black student in my program. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I had to get used to, and people ask me, like, how does it feel like to be the only Black student? And it's unfortunate. Like, I wish there was other people in my class who because you can always relate to someone who comes from the same background as you and all that. And going to an undergrad institution such as that I went to, Berkeley, which is, we're only, African American students are only 3%. But we had a community within that 3%. So we've kind of helped each other out and stayed together. So now here, coming, kind of feeling like I was by myself within my first year was kind of unfortunate, but I really have great people otherwise in my program that are just genuinely good people, and my class is really supportive. So once I got over that, it's been great. Everything is happening in year 2. Yeah, year 2. I think first semester year 2 was what I thought dental school was going to be. When people told me like dental school is so hard, so much work, all that, I really realized that in year 2. So we just learned like everything, like crowns, fixed pros, removable pros, and like we had so many clinical exams. We literally had an exam every single week in year 2 semester, like a clinical exam like every other week. Like it was intense. It was intense, but we made it through, so we thank God. I don't want to go into too much detail on year 2 because I want to make a separate video for that, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I just finished my first semester. And then going into second semester is when we just have a few more systems classes that we have to take, I think, like pedo and geriatrics and stuff like that. And then we'll be studying for boards towards the end of the semester, and hopefully I'll be done with my NBDE Part 1 board exam by June or May. So yeah, that will be the focus for next semester. For my program, they got us into clinic like pretty much our first year, and doing screenings on each other and doing COE, complete oral examinations, and learning all that stuff. And even this semester too as well, we are also in clinic with the first years, we are also in clinic with the third and fourth years, and just doing random things, whether it's x-rays or screenings. We have rotations that we do in clinic. So some people in my class have already done like SRPs, scaling and prophy on patients. And yeah, so we get in clinic like early, just like experience in clinic. So by the time that our third year comes and we actually are doing full clinic work and stuff, we'll be a little bit more prepared than most. So yeah, I think that's really good about my program, getting us into clinic early and learning all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you have any other videos that you would like to see. Just put it in the comment section below. Again, you can ask me any questions. Some people have asked if I can do vlogs. I'm still thinking about it. I may or may not, because I just feel like I wouldn't be consistent with it, and I wouldn't want to put something out there and not give you guys continual look onto it. But if you guys want to see what I do in dental school, on my Instagram story, I usually put like procedures that we're doing, and I'll show you my process in doing it and all that. So if you're interested in that, you can follow me at Amaka Ne, AMAKANNE. And yeah, look forward to the stories that I have if you guys are interested in that. But thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed new year, and bye.